You're not single by choice.
Don't answer the question for them. Seriously, I'm done now. I'm done.
You're not single by choice.
I'm done.
You're not single by choice.
Welcome, listeners. Now, what's the topic for today?
Topic of today is
Topic of discussion.
if she's amazing, why
If
can't...
she's so amazing.
Oh, sorry. If
Go
she's
on.
so amazing,
Yeah.
why can't she keep a man?
Yeah.
Delusions of women.
Yeah. The thing is this, right? People's probably thinking, what do we mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I see a lot of women today, they praise being single.
Yeah.
They're not in relationships. They say, I'm happy and I'm single, but then they crave the attention of men and they want to be in relationships. Data shows that women that are not in relationships are very unhappy, even though they might portray to the world that they are happy and they're fulfilled. But the thing is this, for me, you see a lot of women today, like, what are you bringing to the table? You can't even keep a man anyway. Now, I know that I'm going to get the detractors and they're going to say what they say. But I said what I said. It is what it is. What's your thoughts on that? Like, as far as the status, the current situation of how women are in relationships?
Well, nowadays, women don't want to be in relationships because they want to stay on the carousel wheel for as long as possible.
Because they think they got options.
Yeah. And they think they have time on their hands, which you really don't.
Okay.
A lot of women nowadays want to cash out very late. They think that their 40s, they're still in their prime.
40 is the new 20.
It's not the new 20, but you can think what you like,
Okay.
I guess. 20 is 20 and 40 is 40.
I think women nowadays mistake craven men and guys in the moment. They mistake those dudes for... One thing is this. Can you keep a man post-smash? That's the thing. And I think women put out a lot of thirst traps for men. And that's just those thirsty men. And at the same time, it's not always just thirsty men. I'm a dude. If a woman's got a voluptuous rump and melons, of course I'm going to look. Of course I'm going to go to the primal state of mind of a man. I'm going to go to my primal caveman.
To be honest, as a female, I'm as straight as can be. But if you see a woman who has a very nicely shaped bum or figure, I look as well. I don't look in the way you look.
You look for acknowledgement. But what I'm saying is this, right? The rounder, the more voluptuous the rump is, the more that man taps into the primal side of him. Now, let me touch a little bit on that from a science perspective. Now, if you look at is it chimpanzees, monkeys? Let's talk about monkeys for a second, right? So, when the female monkey, chimpanzee, when she's she's ready to do a fang, with that back blown out.
Okay.
What happens is you see the back of them.
Yeah.
It gets bigger and it gets more red and more voluptuous. Okay. And that signals to the male chimpanzee that she's ready to smash.
She's on this thing.
Yeah. So obviously everyone knows the alphas go up first, but she's signaling to the men. So in today's culture, women going for the BBWs, BBLs, whatever you want to call it. Basically, they're making their breasts bigger and their bums bigger. And by them doing that, that's just tapping into the man's primal state. So that's just me touching on something from a scientific base, innit? But that's what they do nowadays. But can you keep a man post-smash? So you can have the nice aesthetics as far as, okay, I got the big bum. I got the big breasts. But are you peaceful? Are you cool?
Pleasing.
Let's just keep it basic. Are you cool? Can I even have a conversation with you? Because let's just be real. More time, women expect men to do everything. And for the most part, men, hit in the comments if I'm wrong, right? Women can be boring. And I don't mean women being exciting as far as scratching up your car. And that's not excitement. That's toxic. But what I'm saying is this. women can be boring for the most part. You know, a man brings all the entertainment. A man brings all the, let's say, je ne sais quoi, right? He brings all of that. Women can be boring for the most part. They have this whole entitlement mentality.
Mm-hmm.
If she's so amazing, why can't she keep a man?
Well, that's the question.
Don't get gassed. Don't get gassed by those desperate men's attention. And at the same time, it's not always desperate men. That's just what, you know, that's what I see all day long.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what do you
well,
think?
Can females keep a man post sex? Nowadays, I don't think a lot of women can.
Mm-hmm.
I think some women don't actually want to, and some women that want to can't.
So let's okay. So what you're in turn saying is the situationships, the entanglements, the friends with benefits. I think. Well, what I see is a lot of women are going more to that culture because they believe that they've got time.
Mm-hmm.
They believe that
independent women.
Yeah, that's all feminism stuff, the isms. But I'm saying you see that more time, and is that masking the fact that you can't keep a man? You say, "Raw, I let him go. He never left me. I left him
to stay in control."
Yeah, subconsciously, or is that a conscious thing? I don't know. I'm just putting that something. I'm just giving a theory. That's a theory. Is there a method to the madness? Yeah, but that's what I think in it. But what do you think about that? The whole situationships, the entanglements, you know, the Jada Pinkett.
Well, Jada Pinkett made a prime example of that.
Yeah.
Entanglements, situationships. Personally, I don't see the point. I don't see the point. I just feel if you are in a relationship, be in that relationship. If not, then don't. If you're in a relationship, for me, I take it seriously. Ain't trying to jump around and do cartwheels, backflips, and.
But you're speaking for yourself, though.
I know.
You got to speak universally.
Universally.
What do you see all day long?
What I see all day long is situationships and entanglements, because that's just the norm now.
And the whole tap culture.
Yeah, it's very much accepted.
So men are supposed to deal with this?
I wouldn't suggest you do. But
it's a no-brainer that you can't keep a man. If you're back in the day, men used to have incentives to want to be in a relationship with a woman. She can cook, clean, she was kind, we can have a conversation. Now it's just that. So I can't even deal with you post-smash.
Unfortunately not.
So then if that's the case, then you could understand. She might think she's amazing, but she can't keep a man. So if she's so amazing, why can't you keep a man? I wonder why. It's a no-brainer.
It is a no-brainer, but a lot of women don't think that far into it. They just think, oh, I'm hot, I'm this and that, I get hollered at. Well, to be honest with you, it's mainly desperate guys hollering at you. You know, watch you walk past with their tongues hanging out.
Again, is it just desperate men? I'm a dude. If I see a female, right? If I see a female and she's walking and she got the rump and she's giving the whole catwalk, she's giving the whole runway walk, of course, as a man, I'm gonna look. Of course, I'm supposed to. Again, I gave you the theory of the chimpanzee, of the monkeys, as in when it gets red, and I gave you that philosophy. And that's an actual fact. Of course, I'm gonna look. You said it yourself. You don't swing certain ways, but you said, of course, you're gonna look as far as acknowledgement. But a man is testosterone. Like, damn, I'm gonna look.
Look, we all have eyes. You saw it, I saw it.
I'm gonna look at women romantically, bedroom fun. You're not gonna look. You're gonna look for acknowledgement and say, okay. But look, that's as far as it goes for you.
Exactly. For me, I can be honest. If someone's pretty or someone has a nice body, it is what it is. I will look, but obviously not in a romantic way. But I'll look, and if I saw that, I know for sure you saw it. So
yeah,
I know that's how men are. So
yeah. So what else did you want to add on the topic, man? Because you have a lot of these women out here overrating themselves.
Yep.
Thinking that they're more flyer than they are, and they can't really bring that onto the table.
Nope.
Would you want to add on that?
I would just add in our title, it also says delusions of women.
Yeah.
Now, in regards to that part of our title, I'm not sure a lot of people know this, but people who are delusional, they actually have a mental illness, and it's called delusional disorder. That's what it's actually called.
Well,
and it's a mental illness.
Like delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's actually a mental illness. People with this illness, basically, they can't tell the difference between what's real and what's not. Some people may think that I'm going real far and pushing it, but this is actually a lot of people's reality, and they think that something's real.
But you said, okay, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that a lot of women of today, they move in a delusional world.
Yeah.
And they're not moving in reality.
Exactly.
So for me, I hear what you're saying, but then it's like those women are just being unrealistic.
So you're being delusional.
Don't get me wrong. Men are unrealistic as well.
It goes both ways, definitely.
But it does go both ways. But I'm not going to lie. Let's just be honest. Women kill it. Women kill that.
Women do it more, yes. From
exactly
my experience or what I've seen, women do it more than men. But it's not just aimed at women.
Way more.
Men and women can have this problem.
Yeah.
I just see it more with women, if I'm honest. And I'm just saying, for me personally, I try to be as real and honest as honest I can possibly be to myself.
Yeah.
I try not to lie to myself as much as possible, and I try to stay in reality, where I'm just saying a lot of people
try to stay centered.
Exactly.
Okay.
A lot of people, like you said, live in a delusional world, in a fairy tale world, dream world, and it's not reality.
Yeah. And
I'm just saying that some people actually have a problem and they don't know they have a problem.
I'm gonna I was thinking
Cool.
from a business perspective, I'm thinking to invest in dogs and cats food companies.
I thought the same thing, to be honest.
Because prediction. A lot of women are going to be dog and cat ladies. They're going to be pet people.
Yes.
Where their pets are going to be their children and their man and whatnot.
It's already happening.
Obviously, as Kevin Samuels has put, winter is coming. And even in me saying that, I think it'd be a good investment, investing in dogs and cat companies. But at the same time, when I think about it, are those women even going to be able to afford dog and cat food? Because times is getting peak.
It is getting peak.
Yeah.
I would say this. I have thought of the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I do see more and more people having pets, and
more people. No.
Women.
Thank you. Correction.
I'll just say
correction.
I see more and more people have pets, but yes, I see more women having pets too. So, cats, dogs, or maybe like a bird or something.
Yeah.
It's usually like maybe a cat or a dog.
A bird or something. Okay.
You know, a bird. I don't know, whatever you're into. But it's still a pet.
The funny thing, when you said that, a memory came to my mind. Female bird. I go on anyway. It just came to my mind. I'm not gonna share.
You want to share?
I can't share that situation because it's not for, YouTube got guidelines and ish in it. So I ain't gonna say that.
So
but
Patreon thing.
Yeah, I'll share that story on Patreon, and I don't even know if that female would want me to share that, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. It's a memory that I'm gonna keep in my dome forever until I'm dead. But it just something came up.
Don't worry, guys.
We don't stray from the point though.
Don't worry, guys. I get him to tell me later on.
Whatever.
But anyway, yes. I think that would be a great business to actually invest in because of the climate and what's happening now.
Yeah.
Women are becoming cat ladies, dog
ladies. They are delusional. Let's keep it real.
They are being delusional. But in regards to the pet situation, I think it will be a great thing.
investment. Heads up, people.
Sometimes
invest.
you shouldn't actually tell people certain things.
I don't care for it. I got many things in the pipeline I'm doing anyway.
I said
I'm
sometimes.
giving. I agree with you. I agree with you. But that's free game.
It is free game, and it's big
free
game.
It's free
and I
game.
think you should appreciate it,
Money to be made.
If the ones see it how we see it, listen, that investment will be bringing in the coins. Let's just put it that way. But
what other points do you want to add on that particular subject, man? I remember we treading light today. I'm not even going in. YouTube have guidelines, and you know, you give too much people too much Scotch bonnet and Kona sauce, they say, oh, the thing is too hot. And
and your little
I don't want to do that. I just want to keep it nice for you. Smooth.
Keeping it mild, yeah.
Yeah, maybe like black pepper sauce, you know, not the Encona. You know, you put too much Encona. You know, black folks carry hot sauce in their bag. I'm not talking that kind of hot sauce or Scotch bonnet. You know that, you know, we have
a bit of black pepper.
Caribbean, Jamaican background, and put in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. You know, you got your parents where they put the vinegar and the thing in the tub and then they make that hot sauce.
Bonnet,
the Scotch bonnet. They put everything in
and leave it to marinate.
Yeah, we leave it to marinate, and that's one of the hottest thing, and that's black people pepper. You know, I don't want to give you that pepper today. Maybe on Patreon.
You're just keeping it mild, like I said.
Yeah, why not, man? Why not? Go on anyway.
I've put in my notes.
Yeah.
In regards to, okay, for example, women that are 9 out of 10, face-wise, body-wise. Example, Instagram models.
Yeah, okay.
They have banging bodies and they struggle to keep a man as well. So even having a banging body and a very beautiful face, why can't they keep a man?
I think people get sucked in with social media and the fake world, people living their best lie. I think a lot of people get sucked in by that and they think, oh, this is how people are really living, and they're not really. Sometimes things are right in your face. You know, like women think if a woman's like 5 out of 10, she believes that she's 10 out of 10 or 8 or 9 out of 10, like an Instagram model. But even those Instagram models, they're still not married.
No,
they're still not retaining men
as well. Yes,
that should scare a lot of women.
It should, because like I said, your body's banging, your face is banging, and you still can't. Those women still can't keep a man. They can get men, they get a whole load of men, but they can't keep one. There's the ones that they would take seriously are the ones that don't want them. Do you see what I mean? So you get all the first bucket, you get all the thirsty guys hollering at you, as women do. Even if you're average, below average, you get the thirsty ones. Yeah, they're just trying to get anyone. But I'm just saying that with the thirsty ones, you do not want them. No, the guys you want,
don't want you.
You can get them, but they don't want a relationship with you. You're just fun.
Yeah.
You're just a party.
See, the thing for me is this, right? Society wasn't really built for single people.
No.
And now that there's going to be more single people, i.e. more single women, I'm not saying to you that winter doesn't come for men too, but men are merit-based. So we understand if we don't do certain things, homeless, we get that. I've said that so many times. Yeah. Men understand what it is, but women are going to fare a lot more worse than men. Yeah. If you walk on the street and you see homeless people in a bad situation, more time that's men.
It is, yeah.
But of recent, you know, if we look at videos that we've watched in South Korea or North Korea, I can't remember which one it was. And if we look at Japan and those women are moving into shared accommodation with other women, they're pet ladies, cat woman or whatever, talking about they're fostering a cat and stuff or whatever. That from the east is trickling down to the west. I remember those countries are a lot further than us. Yeah. And it hits in the Western world where the black people's at, it hits us before it hits anyone else. And it's starting to hit middle class Western society, and now it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? So I don't even want to go too deep, but that's what, you know what I mean? That's novice. What do you think about that, man?
In regards to that and that video that we did watch, it's true. Women,
it's monetary. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Modern day women, they think they can cash out late.
Yeah.
And they're so like driven. Oh, my career, my this, my that. Come to realize when they get to a certain age, it wasn't worth it because they have no man. They don't have children. They're just by themselves, lonely. Like you said, in shared accommodation, living with other women because we know it's not men.
And if you think, even, let me touch on that for just a moment, right? Women living, like, let's talk about lesbian couples and men, gay couples, right? Gay couples, 2 men thrive better than 2 women because they make more money. Now, my thing is this: there's a method to my madness in what I meant, and let me go where I'm, the direction I'm trying to go in. Like, society has worked for thousands of years, and women want it to be. It's a patriarchy society. Now women want it to be a matriarchy society. But how's a matriarchy society gonna work? You're going back to the same people, who is in government, which is men, to come and save you. Why should they come and bail you out? Because you think, oh, I'm entitled because I'm so fly, because I'm this, because I'm that. Nah, man. You've made poor choices, so you made your bed, lie in it. That's where I'm at with it.
I'll say to the ladies, what you just heard is how a lot of men feel. So I would say to you to listen to the men. Listen to your men, should I say. But listen to the men.
Yeah.
And listen to what they're saying to you. They are tired and they are fed up of a lot of the things.
But I hear what you're saying, but if you're saying, okay, in our community, in the black community, the black women don't view black men on the same level. They think, oh, I'm better. They don't listen to what their men says. So you're speaking to deaf ears on that. Now I'm generalizing, and I'm not saying all black women think like that. But I'm saying for the most part, that's how it is.
I know, but I'm saying that's what the problem is.
So when you're saying you're speaking, you hear a lot of what men say. Sorry, I'm just saying that it speaks to deaf ears.
It does, but I'm saying I'm gonna try to put it differently, in the sense of the women who are in their late 30s and 40s, if they haven't realized it yet, they're soon gonna realize it. That you made a whole load of mistakes. You're gonna backtrack and you're gonna look into your past history, and you're gonna see that you made a whole load of mistakes and you didn't do the right thing. Then you're gonna start regretting it if you don't already. I'm just saying, you want to be with a man, right? If you're not a lesbian, gay, whatever, and you're straight.
You know, it's funny. That doesn't even matter because if you're in a relationship, there's certain requirements.
Yeah, there are.
We're going anyway.
I'm just saying, if you want a man later on in your life, I suggest you get it earlier in your life. But if you want a man later on in your life, a lot of women are finding that they're struggling to find a man in general. So they go on dates.
Why are they struggling? Because women want to listen to what the men have to say, right? And I've got a nice note that will segue us into a point. Let me say this. Many are overweight, dusty or average, single mothers, multiple baby daddies, but think that they can command viable men. The new generation are not like my generation or the dudes that come before me. You say to them you're a single mother, they're saying go that way. They can't deal with you. Single mother, that's a problem. Where in my culture, they say, all right, cool, you're a single mother. I'll work with you. You seem like a cool person.
But you would have had to have things going for you for that man to accept that you're a single mother.
Again, I put many women are overweight, dusty or average.
Well, most women are average.
You haven't even got your body correct. Let's say your body's not 8, 9 or a 10, but at least let it be slim. At least let you be the weight according to your height. These women will talk about, they'll be 5'2". They'll be 170 pounds. the same weight as a man, and then say to you, oh, because I got fat in the right places. Who, according to who? And I'm being nice in what I'm saying.
I would say, in regards to that, I'm sure everyone will look in the video and see that I'm not exactly the slimmest I could be.
Then humble yourself.
Exactly. I would say to the ladies who are on the chubbier side, you really need to humble yourself. You do. You have less options and you can't really pick and choose. So people will say, oh, you're being a pick-me or whatever.
Nah.
But we have to look at reality.
Okay, let's say you're overweight, right? Let's say you're overweight. You're not the best looking in the world, whatever, right? At least, here's a note. Let's talk about domestic skills. So you're not the best looking. You're not the Instagram model, right? Cooking, cleaning, nurturing. That's my point, right? So those basic skills, you can't even cover that. So many can't even do that, but they want top tier men.
Well, we know that's not going to happen. Men want women who are domesticated and nurturing.
And they want those men to bow down.
Well,
like there's something special.
That's not going to happen.
But this is normal. This is a problem.
It is. It's a big problem because I see a lot of women, they do that.
Yeah.
They're single mothers or got multiple baby fathers, or they're overweight, or they're masculine, or the career. Oh, it's all about my career. The can't cook, can't clean sort of women. The hot girl summer sort of women. They all will end up in the same situation of not getting a man because you all think in a very, let's say, silly way.
I think this year is going to be cold.
It's going to be real
a cold winter
for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it's
a lot of
cold.
women, should I say. And I just say, you need to really, really fix up and change your mentality.
What duvet do you think they're going to get? Is it the 15 tog or the 13.5 or 10 tog?
That's not going to be hot enough.
They're not even going to have a duvet, are they? Electric blanket feels nice, doesn't it?
It does, actually.
Yeah, when I think about that. They're going to have to wrap up with their cat.
Oh.
It is what it is. I'm just saying.
Look,
I'm just saying. And I'm being nice. Again, YouTube has its guidelines, man.
It does.
There's only so much hot in Kona sauce I can give you.
Well,
a lot of men think this, but can't say it because their jobs, their careers, the situations that they're in,
allow them to.
They can't do it. I have platforms to say all these things for those men that can't say it. But this is the truth. The women I say this, the women that know what I'm saying to be true, you keep silent, you say nothing. But it's you being hurt, not me.
That's true.
Men are doing better than ever before. Yeah, you get some simps here and there. Yeah, you get some weak dudes. All right, cool. What's changed? Men are traditional for the most part. Nothing ain't changed. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So for me, women need to start checking other women and saying, yo, sis, this ain't what it is, you know? This is the best way forward.
But example, look when, what's her name, Monique? Is that her real name? Because I keep going back to when she was in, what show was it called
the
again?
Monique show or whatever she is. Yeah, well, I know you're talking about the comedian Monique.
Yeah. Is that her real name, Monique? I can't remember.
Know. I think so.
But yeah, she tried to help young girls with this bonnet situation. Yeah. And when you, as a woman as well, I know for black men trying to school women.
We can't speak to you.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying even for black women that try to teach or school or just try to like, nudge you in the right direction sort of thing because I kind of see where you're going. We get backlash as well. And I just say for the women who know that certain things is not correct, we need to help the rest of the women because no one else is going to do it.
If you stay idle and you sit quiet and you do nothing, you're just as bad as the other person.
Exactly.
So the women go down and say, "Oh, not me. I ain't like that." But aunties, your mothers, your sisters. You say nothing to the younger generation. Yeah. You say to those women that come out in that dress, and stop me, put in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. You got brethrens, women, they're all getting ready. You got that brethren that's wearing that whack dress or that whack something that she put on.
Oh, it doesn't look good, yeah.
You look good. You go, girl. Stop it.
I laugh, not out of
because you know what I'm talking about.
It's not even funny. The fact is, I've seen it with my own eyes so many times. And for me, right, a lot of people, they don't appreciate my honesty.
Yeah.
They don't. I try to be as honest as possible, as I possibly can, right? And some people they don't like that I'm honest, so then they won't ask me certain questions. They won't ask me because they know that I'm going to tell them the truth. Now, for me, if my friends ask me, seriously, does this look good? I'm going to tell you the truth. And I'm going to say,
you're going to hear a lot of women get nice and quiet.
They will, because they're trying to keep the code, the woman code.
I'm going to start calling that the H code or the W code, you know, and you know what I mean.
I'm not even going to say that.
I'm going to start calling it a certain code. I'm not even going to call that the sisterly code anymore. I'm going to start calling that the H code.
Okay.
Go on. Facts.
I'm just saying, for the ladies, you need to be honest with your friend. How can you even call yourself a real friend? How can you call yourself a real friend if you can't even tell your friends the truth?
Because women are in secret competition with each other.
They are.
That's why they're not giving you the heads up on where it is. Because if they give you the heads up on the game, this means that those men that they truly want, they're going to go for you, or you have the possibility of getting those men. So they say, no. I'm going to tell you look good in this. I'm going to tell you that this is X, Y, Z. I'm going to ill-advise you to do the wrong thing. That way you're effed up and I can go forward. Becky is fighting for your man. Becky, put in the comments if I'm lying. Facts. Facts. Free game.
Okay, go on.
Men. The second you crack the female code, here's my note. The minute you crack the female code, they are no longer complex creatures. A lot of men think women are complex. They're not as complex as you think they are. The second you understand their nature, then you have an understanding, and it's sort of like, oh, I get it now. Women, for the most part, I'm generalizing, they all move on a certain frequency. If you ask them all, what kind of man do you want? They all want a top tier man. How they get there is very different, but their goal is the same. So they move on the same frequency.
Yeah.
So men, if women are moving a certain way, let's just be honest at the same time. It's men that put them in that position to feel like they're entitled and can do X, Y, Z. That's where we need to rein them in and we need to hold back, giving them these weak women all these compliments and begging. This is simps, but they all move on a certain frequency, and those women can. Okay, women and attention is money. They love that. They love the attention, but you're not getting the attention from the men that you want.
Exactly.
So
all the Instagram messages and all the Instagram likes and wherever else, whatever other social network platforms, you're getting these guys hollering at you.
Listen, man.
They're by the men that you do not want. The men you want are not hollering at you. So what is the reason why they're not hollering at you? You're either overweight or unattractive. Because it's social media, they can't see your personality.
Even the big voluptuous women still think that they're fly. Okay, you're fly.
Patreon.
Look. We can do the Patreon, but I'll say this: everybody's beautiful in their own way. But when it comes to the SMV, sexual market value, you're not. Let's just be real. You're fly in your own way. Everybody's unique. God made us all different. God didn't create every single person equal. I get it. I'm being nice. That's the nice way of me saying, hey, you ain't all that. But it is what it is. I'll say this. Let me ask a question. I forgot. Women are single by choice.
This again.
Let me ask the listeners, ladies, are you single by choice? And keep it 100. Are you single by choice? Don't lie. Put in the comments. Are you single by choice, or are you single because you simply can't find a man, or a man that you find viable? Let's see how many women are going to be truthful on that. That's my final thing on this subject.
I think in response to a lot of those comments, you're going to see something that's blue and that you wear on your head.
And what's that then?
A cap. Because they're going to be capping.
They're going to be capping.
They're going to be doing a whole load of capping. They're going to say what they think it sounds good, but it's not going to be the truth.
Then my point has been proven.
That's what we're going to see. I'll tell you that from now.
Exactly.
Before it even happens.
So when you're thinking, why can't I keep a man? You now know. But put in the comments what you think as well.
If you can't keep a man, then you need to reevaluate your life. And go back in your history, like I keep saying.
Go back in your holodecks.
You do. And you need to figure out why you can't keep a man. Because there's a reason, all right. But you have to figure it out for yourself.
Why is it that the women that came before you, let's go back to 100 years ago, they could keep a man. And you can't. You can say, oh, I don't want to be like my mommy. My mommy was a slave to my daddy. My mommy was this. My mommy was that. Your mommy had a man. And
your mum still has a man.
What do
you
have?
And they've been together, married for 30 to 40 years.
What do you have?
Nothing.
Nada.
A cat.
Meow.
Exactly. A cat or a dog.
It is what it is. That's my final thoughts on it, man. You have anything to add? Politically correct now. Let's be nice.
Ladies. Seriously. Okay, on a roll. If you can't keep a man, seriously, sit and think about why. On a real.
They're thinking you arrogant little.
Call me what you like. I'll be honest. I don't care. It's my opinion. It is.
We're going to give you the uncensored version of this when we put together our Patreon.
Definitely. Because
obviously YouTube has guidelines and we know we can't really say certain things, but I'm giving you the sort of unfiltered version. But it's real though. So a lot of women, for me, if you're so amazing, why can't you keep a man? And that's the real question when you actually think about that. So that's something for women to sit down and think about. And I'm not here sitting trying to bash women or anything like that, because men have problems too. But the subject today was about women and we're going to stay on point. So for me, there's a lot more women today that's not getting married, that's single. And there's reasons for that. You can say you're happy single, putting together, a dinner date with yourself. Come on, man.
And there's so many stories about that, even with celebrities. Because remember the one that we both heard before?
Yeah, Diana Ross's daughter, she wants to, set up a dinner with herself and stuff. And
no, the fact is she has done that.
Yeah.
She has gone to a restaurant, booked reservations, dressed up, makeup, everything, looking, as best as she could, and went to a restaurant by herself. Now, even in that, isn't that sad?
Yeah. Again,
that's sad.
Again, ladies, are you single by choice? Put in the comments what you think.
You're not single by choice.
Don't answer the question for them. Seriously, I'm done now. I'm done.
You're not single by choice.
I'm done.
You're not single by choice.
I didn't think you want to add. I'm done.
You're not single by choice. I'm sorry. I hear it all the time and it really annoys me. Seriously, it annoys me.
Save it.
You're not single by choice. Stop lying. You're lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself.
You're a pink me.
I don't care. Stop lying to yourself. Do you know what? Hold on. That's your problem, not mine. I'm all good over here. Okay, let's leave it at that then.
I'm out. Peace.